Okay, recap, because some of you will surely not have seen my previous video, aptly titled I Made a Terrible Decision. I'm going on a road trip that will touch 9 countries. Very cool, you might say. Yes! No! The concept is exciting and thrilling, but I've never been so out of my comfort zone in my entire life, and the anxiety is eroding my spleen. Shameless plug! Go watch that video if you want to know why. Once again, I'm willing to sacrifice aesthetics on the altar of efficiency. And I regret it. Don't worry, it grew back. Anyway, the time has come to sail into the horizon. And you might think that after 6 months of trepidation, I have everything figured out. Wrong! I have nothing but this. 3 pieces of paper, written in Comic Sans, with the roughest plan I could come up with, so that my parents can actually call the police in case I go missing. That's all. No tickets, no bookings, nothing. Despite looking 11, I'm a responsible adult with a functioning sense of self-preservation. Away from home, in hostile lands, I will have no one to rely on but myself. And my new friend to keep me company. His name is Rémy. He likes war movies, catcalling men in dark alleys, and bubble tea. Hello! I have a hand in my ass! I don't know if I will have enough energy to shoot some footage while traveling, because no sane person will try to cram that much stuff to do in so little time. Luckily, I'm not a sane person! 0 training! 10 kilograms of backpack and 12 hours of walking, driving and sightseeing. Repeat a few dozen times. My only fuels? Determination, masochism and spite. Beep bop, odometer to 0 and tank full. Hey, look! Mr. Smarty Pants here has just learned a new word! And we are ready to go! We'll leave tomorrow right after 8 hours of work, just to start this adventure feeling fresh and well rested. Right, work is done! Luggage is ready, let's fucking go!
Oh, come on!
We will get quite a lot of that. My fellow humans, welcome to Chronicles of Wet Socks.
The time has come! I can't wait to see what lies just beyond the Pillars of Hercules! New lands, amazing quests, and... Oh. Ah! Curse you, Milan!
First 350 kilometers done! I had to drive through a thunderstorm and a rainbow, which was really cool. So that's a great start for this adventure. Wow, very dramatic. Good morning, little froggies. I slept like absolute crap because I was a bit overexcited. So I woke to the city center to enjoy a beautiful traditional Italian breakfast, and I got my first proper cappuccino.
Grazie mille. Buonissimo.
Turn left. Left!
Sorry, I'm late. Good, my train is still there.
And so our hero's amazing quest starts by buying another ticket. I sure hope that's the last time he wastes his money during this trip.
Foreshadowing.
Guess who missed his train and then had to run like a complete madman through Venice? I did. And slow walkers are my nemesis. Quit complaining! Adventure!
Okay, I have 15 minutes to reach the other side of the city. Wow, that's fancy.
Oh yeah, I hate my ankles anyway.
Why is everyone so slow in this city?
Travel tips with Rémy! You can totally visit the entirety of Venice in a single day, if you are willing to make your feet bleed.
That was tiring. Okay, enough rest. Back to base.
I might have gone
slightly overboard yesterday, because now everything from my waist down hurts like hell.
But if you think unbearable pain is enough to stop me, think again.
The plan for the day is to visit the beautiful islands of Murano and Burano, scattered in the Bay of Venice.
Sorry, can you take a picture?
Of course.
Thanks. Can you take a picture?
Yes.
Can you take a picture?
Yeah.
Picture? Picture? Can you take a picture?
Day 2 complete. My legs and feet are screaming in pain, but I will not listen. Today I finished visiting Venice and moved to the Dolomites, where a 10 kilometers trekking is waiting for me. That will be fun. I'd like to shoot more footage while walking or sightseeing, but I'd like also to not be a dick to the people around me. And the world has already enough wannabe influencers. If you want to see hordes of young girls hoping to become the next big thing on Instagram, yeah, go to Venice. By the way, apparently I look like someone who can be trusted because a lot of those girls ask me to take a picture of them. So, my fellow brothers and lesbians, if you want to take pictures of attractive girls, just go to a tourist location and rig your camera with a bunch of useless stuff attached to it. Speaking of equipment, sorry for the shitty footage you have seen, but I already feel stupid enough shooting myself with a phone. I will not walk on a street shooting myself with a DSLR camera. Well, this sucks. Let's focus on the positives. The weather got a little better in the afternoon and I made friends with a flock of birds by sharing my taralli and avoided all the 6 million Milanese tourists by taking some trails that didn't even appear on the maps. Curse you, Milan! There's a nice smooth trail over there, but no, that would be too easy. No, I have to walk here. And of course, there was a reason why those trails were not on the maps. Travel tips with Rémy. Whenever you plan to go on a hike, just don't. Remember, there are much less painful ways to end your life, like peeling off all your blood vessels, one by one. In case you're wondering, yes, it was very much worth it. Next stop, Austria. First dinner outside of Italy. Is it good? No. Do I care? Not at all. Okay, I'm tired as hell and I really want to go to sleep. And I'm also sunburned like a carrot, but we need to talk about German pillows. You see this? Nice pillow. Must be so supportive. But no, it's a fluffy bag of nothingness. I could just lay down. And all the cushioning moves away and my head hits the bed below. Or I can fold it in half and sleep all night with my neck bent 90 degrees. Why do Germans hate sleeping so much?
8 hours later.
Oggi, domenica 17 settembre, nella zona di Salisburgo. Che cazzo sta succedendo? Perché ci sono migliaia di trattori d'epoca per strada? Ho superato qualcosa tipo 80 cazzo di trattori. Cosa succede? Sto facendo tutta la di Austria ai 30 all'ora. Quote, on the third weekend of September, 465 vintage tractors from different nations will participate in the Tractor World Championships at the Großglockner. The World Championships. The World Champions, I can't even!
Anyway,
Biggest pretzel ever.
alright, the tractors really messed up my plan. So, I can either remove something from the to-do list, or...
Why the long face? Don't you feel like we're forgetting something? Actually, yeah. But, I mean, if we forgot, it probably wasn't that important, right? I don't know. I really don't want to make the old one angry. Last time he threw a Molotov cocktail at me. He can be a bit of a scoundrel sometimes. The The scoundrel! Oh shit, we have to catch the rebel!
In the next episode of Chronicles of Wet Socks.
Yippee! Let's just pretend that never happened. Smørrebrød! Now I will have to talk to people! Remember, friends, if you hear a dead, corrupt this child by spreading misinformation about historical arms and armor, your knightly honor requires you to punch them both in the balls!